Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my Nocturnal Emissions. Okay, so today I've got quite a few that I can upload to my part one of my Nocturnal Emissions, and I'll show you my process. What I do is basically come from my iPad, upload it to my drive, and then download it to my Photoshop. So one of the ones that I am complete with, I need to fix 8, but 9, and we're going to change this to 10. And this is just to help me with my uploading. Let's see, that's 10 and 11. I think I can get away with this. It's not the best, but I want to just get it up there, and then if I feel like coming back and fixing it, I can do that. But the whole point is I gotta get her done. Yeah, I gotta fix this one too. I want all the layers except for this one to show. Let's see. Okay, so what I want to do, how did I do this before? I guess that was okay. I wonder, can I get rid of this completely? Yeah, I think I can. Now the only thing is that his sheet doesn't have any texture or anything like that on it, so I might want to wait a sec. I think that might be a good idea, is just to wait a sec. Okay, so we'll upload what we can. This one just needs a couple fixes and then I can upload it. So let me go ahead and hurry up and fix this. And it's pretty much with her hair. Oops. Let me get to the right layer. Here we are. Okay, that's the layer I want to fix. And it's this right here. I like that her eyes are like messed up because he's throwing the whammy on her. So in a way, it's like he's absorbing her sins and things like that. The only thing is that they're going to be reflected back on her. And so I wanted the monster to kind of resemble her. Let's see, I'm going to throw... I was thinking about doing another layer, but no, I think I can get away with that. Let me put that there. I'm going to put one more layer here. And what I wanted to do was just kind of do this sort of thing. I got to put that behind him though. There we go. So now I can work on that without damaging him. Luckily I hadn't merged these two layers. I'll just kind of do this sort of thing. Now part of me would like to have her kind of grip him, like maybe in his hair or something like that. Maybe if I've got time, maybe I can come back and add that. And add some highlights. I'll put them pretty much here. And I'm going to kind of smudge that with the short hair brush. This is down and dirty. Okay, so once I finally get things the way I want them, I'm going to go ahead and upload it. Now I'm smudging the hair here pretty much because I want it to look a little bit more full. Put a little bit of black here, bring that down a bit so I can control it better. Alrighty, I'm making some really good progress on this episode. So I was like, well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and upload. Just kind of give maybe a halo look. There we go. Yeah, I think this one still could use a little bit more loving. Let's see, we'll just toss a little bit of shadow here. Change that to that. Drop it down, just giving her a little bit more, just a little depth. Okay. And we could probably get away with a little bit more. Down some. Okay. And maybe a little bit of a highlight. And smudge. Okay. Good enough for government work for now. Okay. And we'll let it go from here. Now the only other thing I thought was kind of funky was her shoulder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of soften that up a bit. And I'll use the clouds since it's all merged together. And just get rid of that hard edge. Throw a little bit of black on there. All right. Okay, good enough for government work. So now we're going to go ahead and upload this one. We're going to share. I'm going to use JPEG. Now I'm going to save this to my drive. Pick my file. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit upload. Okay, so far I have 3, 8. Refresh my screen. Now I'm looking at my drive right here. I'm just waiting for it to upload and refresh. Sorry, it's just waiting for it to refresh. A lot of stuff is happening on my computer right now. So while we're waiting for that to do its thing, I'm just going to slide it on over. And then I'll just get some of the other things that I've got going on. So I'll wait for that one. It should be uploading just fine. Let's see, in 3.9. Let's see. Let me make sure that I've got some of these things shut down so it doesn't hurt anything. I think that'll be okay. All right. I needed my Photoshop. My Photoshop might be too big for what I need to do right here. Okay, so let me keep uploading. Let's see, I got 10. Let me make sure. This one was the one we were working on yesterday. I still need some shadows. Here, let me throw a few shadows in here while that thing is doing its thing. Usually it doesn't take this long. It's just that my computer is just like, I want to say overclocking. I think the term is, where I've got like all my resources allocated, and it's just like wants to crap the bed. Something's gonna crash. And I think Epidemic Sound is being a little hog with my internet too. Okay, drive. Okay, so I'm going to shut off Photoshop for now, and then I'll come back to it once I'm done with my Google Drive. So let me close that out. Yeah, it's just a resource hog right now. But let's see. Well, let me. Okay, I do some downloading, so let me get out of this. just go ahead and shut this bad boy down. There we go. Okay, so that's closed, and hopefully it'll free up some memory and whatnot. So just gotta let it recover. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a little bit of tones onto here. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Right here. That's where I need it to be. There we go. And I'm just gonna throw a few tones on here. Change that back to soft brush. Yeah, this really isn't ready for uploading. There's so many shadows I need to add. Shadows, highlights, coverage. Bring this up, bring this down. Whoops. Need black. And then we'll drop that down a little bit. Whoops. Forgot about the fingers. Let's bring that down. And I'm just pretty much outlining a bit with the... There we go. Yeah, this one's really not ready to go. But that's okay. Let's see if we can smudge some of these lines together for shadows. Alright, so this scene here is basically, for those of you who are just joining, this webtoon is about a guy who has the ability to take people's sins and, you know, it makes people feel good, and they kind of gravitate towards him. And you know, and you find favor. You know, you want to hang out with people that you like and things like that. So he started to use that to his advantage. And at night, the things that he absorbs, the sins and whatnot, are released as dreams, and more often nightmares. But he decided that he was going to kind of profit off of it, as kind of like a salesperson type of thing. And you know, he's absorbing the sins of his clients, and he's found that they are really rancid people, to the point where he can't handle the dreams by himself. And as a result, he has somebody sleep with him or in his vicinity, and they take on the nightmare. He gets a good night's sleep, and sometimes more times than not, a wet dream. That's how good the sleep is, and very restful. I mean, who doesn't like a nice dirty dream? So makes you want to go back to sleep, especially if you can come back to it. Literally. But anyway, the other people, they experience the nightmare, but they experience it for real. and he doesn't seem to realize that people experience it for real and not in their mind like he does, or at least not anymore since he's gotten this job. So right now he's kind of casual about the people that he brings with him, and it's like situation normal that people complain about, their sleep when it comes to hanging with him, to the point where he doesn't give a rat's ass anymore. It's like he's become desensitized to their feelings. It's like, yeah, so let's go back to sleep. And but since the nightmares have gotten, whoops, I got texture here. Oh, because it's picking up the texture here. I'll leave that alone because it kind of doesn't look too bad. Okay, so anyway, that's what's going on with him, and his friend kind of questions him. It's like, there must be something more to this, because Derek isn't telling him about, the pleasures that he gets out of it. His friend reminded him of when he was in the Navy on a ship, and the nightmares were there on the ship. The guys in the same berthing as him would experience the same, well, not the same, but they would experience nightmares while Derek slept pretty well. And the only thing that kind of kept him from being revealed is that he had a rotating shift. So people were able to kind of deal with the nightmares. It would be a different group of people experiencing it. But in the meantime, he's definitely has to step up his game when it comes to women. He doesn't have a hard time attracting them, but keeping them, because once they've had enough of these nightmares, they don't remember it, but they remember the fear. They remember, or at least some of them, remember the fear and the terror, or that it just wears on them, so they don't stay. And now that it's even worse, he goes through more women than Trump does on his administration, so he can't keep anybody, so he's constantly on the prowl, constantly. It's an ongoing thing. Okay, there we go. That does not look too bad. Good enough for government work. Right here is where I need to make her less ghostly. Let's see, so we'll put a layer beneath them. Right here is fine. And I'll just do this sort of thing. You can see the background behind her. I'll just do this sort of thing. We'll just fill that with white. Drop it down some. Okay, so on top of Derek getting, let's see, and on top of it's hard to think and do these at the same time. I apologize if I stutter or start a thought and then forget. Okay, so let's see, I need to add white. Yeah, see, like I just did, I forgot what I was going to say. Terrible situation. Okay, so Derek is my main character here, my main man, and he comes off as a bit of a dick. Because he has little to no empathy for anybody. He's pretty much for himself. Let's see, we'll throw a little shadow so that her arm looks like it's really coming out. There we go. There we go. All right. So she's like, oh my God, what is that thing? And this is probably where I'll leave it for this particular chapter. Okay, so let me go to this. I'm going to share JPEG, and then I choose my drive. Okay, and I believe I've marked it as 10, so I'll just go ahead and hit upload. Okay, go back to the gallery. Now each one of these panels are, let's see, they're 4,000 by, let's see, they're like 3 or 4 times the size of Webtoons uploading. Let's see, so canvas, canvas information. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I have it at 4,000 pixels by 6,400 pixels. And it drops my DPI to 264, but it works just fine. The max size that Webtoons will accept is 800 by 1280. So once I drop this down to 800, this falls nearly in the 1280 range, and it works just fine. So we'll hit done. We'll go back to the gallery, and I think that is it that I can upload now. I was going to do this one that just kind of shows more people and things and stuff, but I don't need it. I definitely combined a couple of these in order to get to that point. Okay, so now from what I do after this, I'll go ahead and downsize this. We don't need this for now. Okay, let me get out of that. And I'm going to close the before I do all of that, I'm going to bring my drive over. Now that it's done doing its thing, Photoshop was being a bear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to download everything I just uploaded. So I'm going to download 3.8. I'm going to right mouse click, and it just falls into my downloads. Come on, baby, open up. Okay, so right mouse click, download, so there's number 8. Doing the same thing. Just takes a little bit for it to catch up. There we go. Download number 5. Okay, let's see, we're going to download number 7. And this will save me some time at the very end. Oh, I forgot to do his belt. You know what, I think I'll get over it. Let's see. And then we'll do 6. So I got 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then download. Alright, so now that I've got those guys downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and close that, and then I'm going to reopen Photoshop. Do I want to save this? No. And we'll close this one, because this is probably a resource hog too. Go ahead and close. It's okay, baby, it's okay. So I'm going to move this over to the side, let it do its thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and open up Photoshop. So now while we're waiting on Photoshop, I'm going to let my stylus charge. because right now it's at 78. So just waiting on Photoshop here. Also, my Windows is taking forever to close. Come on, Photoshop, it's okay. Let me see if I can go Control Delete. Yeah, it's just taking so long for this window to close. Close, damn you. Close, close. Do something. There it goes. Finally. Whew. All right. Come on, Photoshop. Waiting on you, baby. So basically, what you want to do is once you have your files, you want to go ahead and reduce them down from their big size to the small size. I found this is, it makes it really super easy for me to pretty much compile them in there, and then I'll show you the end result. Let me turn this off for the moment. Maybe that might make things go a little faster too. Just trying to reduce everything that might be holding us back a little bit. All right. So now what I do is I just upload all the guys that I've downloaded. So I'll go to File, Open. I have a quick access, so all the places I usually go to. All right, and then downloads. Okay, there's 3, 6, 7. I do not see number 5. Yep, it doesn't look like 5 made it. Rats. Okay, give me a second. What can I do? I'll go ahead and get these guys going first. And then I'll go grab 5. All right, so far it's got 6. There's 7. My eye pencil's almost done. Okay, so there's 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so in the meantime, we can go ahead and reduce these guys. So what I do is I just go to Image, Image Size, and where it says 4,000, I just switch it to 8,000. There we go, and then it just does what it does. I'll do the same thing here. Image size. There's 800. So just try to imagine trying to draw anything at that size. It will be so pixelated. Okay, image size. Oh, wrong size. There we go. And there we go. So we'll just need number 5. Okay, so number 5 is downloading. And I'll get number 10. It doesn't look like it downloaded either. And what about 9? Let's see. Oh, we can definitely do 9. Let's see. I might already have it, but let's do it again. Share. JPEG. Drive. Access. Or there. We're already there. Downloads. So how do I get these guys resized? I'm going to save this to my computer. I'm going to put it to Webtoons. There we go. So I'll just go ahead and do a quick one like that. And just open. And just put it in there. Again. And I apologize for the length of time because it appears not powerful. He's like, okay, I can. As with the ish. Do behind this select or copy entry numbers. Thank you. Back up. There we go. And number 5 and number 10. Mission size. Okay. Oh. And then I'm just going to say everybody here. Okay, so here I will save as. Yes. Chapter 3. If they include the side. Is that correct? 10. So make sure it's saving in the right place. Different window. Okay, so there's you. It defaults to when I download it. So if I do my documents, I will save it there. I'm like, no. So I have a quick access to where I need to go. Okay, and then save. Just see how this will save it. I already downloaded it now with that. So we're at 6, 7, I'm about to 8. I got 10, so now I just need 9. So we're ready. Go to scroll and do a scroll. It would do this on like the last one. Can we just one more? There we go. Okay, not clicky. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. These letters. We will later. And then here, we should have finally downloaded. Okay, quick access. Shift size paste. And we save file too fast. So we can download. What is this? And leave there. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm gonna close this out. And fill it out. Wait, open my Webtoon file. Okay, going. Oh, thank God I don't know. We are going live stream it. Here's. I'll turn it left. Okay, so you can count on two. This is base. Okay, so this is when I'm entering into the short story contest. So I'm going to do this live equation. You'll pay me what I do. Alright, so we're going to edit episode. I got 2 people liked so far. I think really like it with this. I'm going to edit it. 3 days here. It's just business matter. Oh, you're okay. Alright, so I'm just up to my eyes. And I can put them in wherever I need to. Connect. Okay, so that's person. Oh, this is no chapter. There we go. Alright, oh. Oh no. It all broke down. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold up. Fix everything. My dash. So hopefully we're still live. The thing I have in the part, so I have to use some my little images. So buttons. No, I'm gonna pause it. Let's see. There's no question. I turned off the internet off. So I'm music for the moment. So we get this in here if we want. I have different. So this gives me the option. Let's look follow to do. Okay, good luck with this. Alright, here's my chapter 3. So here's number 5. And I'm going to hold down my control key. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to draw those boys. I'll just get open and see how this works. Okay, looks like I'm going to drag this guy out of the way. Yeah, and then sorting you guys is pretty easy if you've got a riggable. Okay, so my end credits are at the bottom. This was up to number 5 position. And it may have changed my numbering. Let's see, there's. Okay, so there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are there, yo. Nice good hanger there. Alright. We'll save the changes. And usually you're supposed to do a preview. There you go. Do that. And I'm 99.9% confident that it's going to do what it needs to do. It's wonderful list and yes, is a bit naughty and moldy, but it is what it is. Okay. John, give me my one for he told me to read this, so we got the reason his voice. Billiards. So, and there really is no rest for the wicked. The way I see it, you have a few options. You could quit your job, not gonna happen. Or you keep your job, facing this entity on your own and lose your job from poor performance due to lack of sleep, not gonna happen. And he's looking over here. Or your job, getting people to feed the entity, feeling like a greedy asshole who thinks he's the real victim. So what you gonna do? I guess I have my answer. He's not even trying to stop it. Why aren't you trusting Eric? Ooh, that's a rough idea. There's got to be more to this thing. What else are you getting out of this, man? So if you're going to keep up this predator thing, you need to pick up women who know each other, or compare notes. Regulars won't cut it, and they will eventually avoid you. What the hell do they teach? Like, oh, you're right, it's happened before. Now on the ship, guys started to talk. Here, it would be the only common denominator. I've already sold the cab. Wait, come on, look up. Okay. I'm sure you don't get one back to your home. We'll get a room at the lodge first. They sound their best rooms for screamers. Ha, like you? Yeah, I married one to come and send Taves. Wait a second. Excuse me. Rack your balls. Dude, you're such a simple creature. Bryce was right. After the first night, I definitely became a regular. From the moment I entered, I knew this place was perfect. So many beautiful people, so relaxed, full of life, with fucked up hands. Sorry, nearly forgot why I was there. There were women everywhere, every flavor. I couldn't wait to hit this place up after work. Damn near prize I would choose juicy soul and would swoop into all the chunk in me. Yes. With my prize secured, I would take her back to my lair for this entity to reward me for my... And here's my lair, where I quote-unquote kill. I set up the regular suite, and it's close enough to work that I can head off pretty quickly. Hi, Ernie. How are you tonight? I am well. Thank you, Mr. Clay. Your room is ready. Please enjoy your stay. Was that Mr. 269? Nice to put a face to the tip. Yeah, that's him with a new special friend for the night. No judging, mind you. My special friend, I'd definitely leave him a nice tip. A few hours later, oh my god, what is that thing? To be continued. So, that is what I've got so far. So, guys, kind of like what you see. Rack your balls, huh? Okay, you guys. If you like what you see, please give me here on the Webtoons. If you think I should add more, and some of you already know what's coming up next. Pretty cool. It's almost like a free sneak peek preview. And to find me, Purdy. Let me see if I can get to the beginning. I'm gonna share this on all my Facebook friends are mentions, just like this, and I find it, or you can hit my link up in the description. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this kind of helps on your Webtoon journey. Hopefully without all the crashing like I've got, because I've had too many things going at once. But usually it doesn't crash like that. That's just because I've got, you know, a mountain of things going on at the same time. But again, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.